Hey guys, placed a few orders yesterday. I ordered quite a lot, and it's only been 24 hours. Got a parcel. Don't know what it is. Let's find out and get ripped into it. And we have a packing slip here. A little, fact well, not as great as PNSO, but still, nice to have it as a courtesy. Oh yeah, I got a second item in here. Nice of them to have delivered it together. It's a raptor claw pendant. They sold these at the Natural History Museum. I got one when I was 17 and I wore it all the time. I lost it. Couldn't find one anywhere. I'm going to be wearing this frequently. Okay. Oh, this actually looks better than what I saw on the website. No, this isn't as pale. This is darker. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me the utmost pleasure to present to you an Iguanodon. A must-have for any dinosaur enthusiast, or anyone enthusiastic about paleontology, as well as the history behind dinosaurs. Iguanodon was one of the, let's just say the grandfathers of the dinosaur radiation that went about in them times. It's one of the first to be named, one of the first to be reconstructed. There's like a lot of history behind it, but I'm not going to go into full detail. Let's just get this figure sorted out. This figure was produced by a company called Papo. Now, I'm not like the biggest fan of Papo. They have some very generic, exaggerated designs, and that's not my thing. But when I saw the Iguanodon, I just could not resist. Proportions are alright. Iguanodon had didn't have a very long tail. It was reinforced with these bony rods, kept it held high. Feet look okay. The designers put the infamous thumb spike in the hoof feet there. They've included the fifth finger. Would have been like prehensile. Probably used it to like grip plant matter. It's a bit shrink wrapped around there. That could use some filling. It's got an adjustable jaw. It's a bit stubborn, this. I'm not really a fan of that detailing there. I do like the scoots on the back. I like the stripe design. It's not jabbed, it melds in nicely. One issue, right. Now my biggest issue here is it's the position of the hands. Yeah, Iguanodon, like most dinosaurs, they could not pronate their hands like this, like we people can. They found fossil footprints in great abundance all across Europe and like other places, and that included like the handprints. Iguanodon would have had them adjusted like this. So what are we going to do to correct this? Well, we're going to have to like cut off the arms and re-glue them. But other than that, like if I can live with that. Iguanodon was first discovered in England in the early 1800s. One of the first fossils were just some teeth, which resembled that of an iguana. Well, a very large one. The name Iguanodon means iguanodon tooth. I don't have to explain why. But from there, they found like a whole bunch of fragmentary remains. And they assumed, for the iguana tooth resemblance, that it must have been like a giant iguana, essentially. Then more remains were found, and that infamous thumb spike was actually assumed to be a horn. So they reconstructed this elephant-sized, beastie reptile, which you may be familiar with these images in Crystal Park, London. Well outdated, but a diligent effort. Then, toward the turn of the 20th century, they found complete skeletons in various parts of Europe, and back in them days, the theropods, or like other bipedal dinosaurs, like ornithopods, they were constructed in a tripod position, kind of like a kangaroo, and they would have their tails dragging along the ground. You know that not to be the case. I did say like spine was reinforced with bony tendons, so like a drag would have been impossible. The tail was held high off the ground. Now, Iguanodon as a dinosaur, while not the biggest, but by today's standards, it would have been like the size of an elephant. Quite a big animal, and quite a, in terms of metabolism, quite extraordinary. These animals could, they walked on all fours, but they could rear up on their hind limbs and run. And seeing like in terms of growth stage, the young would have been bipedal, and the adults would have shifted to a more quadrupedal posture most of the time as they grew heavier to support the bulk. Quite incredible. Iguanodon lived in the early Cretaceous around between 130 and 120 million years ago, and they were like presidents of the duck-billed hadrosaurs, which would come later. Yeah, they were quite widespread around Europe. There's been some debate about the function of the iconic thumb claw, but the most attested one was that it was used for defense, and also maybe for like foraging for foliage. And there was even like one suggestion which grew unpopular that it contained like a venom gland, but there weren't any like grooves around, so that just was not plausible. Oh, I hate to imagine like a swing from one of them, the damage it could do to a predator. Well, Iguanodon might not be as remarkable as the hadrosaurs like Parasaurolophus and Lambeosaurus with their distinctive crests. Just remember that it's an enduring example of how science is littered with mistakes. Now, like we ourselves have evolved in our understanding, Iguanodon will always remain important in paleontology, if not the study of life itself. It will be a strong part of British culture throughout. Speaking of British, let's have him join the Baryonyx, which they did live alongside each other. Not exactly up to scale here, but it's forgivable. Does look nice. I would say this is like maybe a real big male. Thank you for watching. I want to give a big shout out and a thanks to Everything Dinosaur for their speedy service. And I did order quite a few more things for them, so do expect one maybe tomorrow or something. One such specimen is a must-have to this collection, and I'm not going to spoil it for you. So, anyway, have a nice day.